Okay, so I've just taken a delivery on a package. Well, I suppose you can sort of see what it is. Well, you'll know by the title, but looking at the packaging, it looks as though that it's been through the trenches, doesn't it? So, we'll just hope everything's okay. The box seems intact, but I don't know. The outer bin bag that it seems to be in is a little bit past its best, but we'll just see anyway. So I've got some scissors, not that they might be needed, but well, might be able to just get into this. God, is this bin liner from 1951 or something? Just falling apart. Alright, let's just cut into that. So yes, you can probably see it's a Maytag WindTunnel. Now, I was quite surprised when I saw this on eBay, because this is a discontinued model, and it is entirely based on the Hoover WindTunnel. So, you know, it is basically a Hoover WindTunnel in all but name, and they couldn't brand it as Hoover over here because in the UK, Hoover is owned by Candy, and at the time when this was made, Hoover in the USA was owned by Maytag, so Hoover Candy over here owned the rights to the Hoover name being used on the cleaners over here in this country. So that's why Hoover USA couldn't brand it as a Hoover. But in all but name, it is still a Hoover WindTunnel. So in here there looks to be something else. What's in here? Oh, I can't get to this, it seems. Sorry about the rustling, it's probably quite loud on camera. And I think it's a footy job here. There we go. Shift that out of the way. So I believe that in this package there should be some spare bags and belts. Could be wrong. Be careful how I cut into this. There we go. There we are. Yes, as I presumed. Yes, we have Y-type bags, so there's... How many did you get? You get 3. There's 6 spare bags here, and there should be 1 included with the machine. And there are 6 spare belts. Oops. And they were advertised with the cleaner, but I forgot about those. So that's okay. But I do believe the Hoover bags Type H18, which fit the Turbo Power 2, also fit this cleaner. So that's good. So let's get into the main machine. So it's model U5450 WindTunnel. So let's have a look. So it's WindTunnel Technology Supreme Clean Air Upright. Supreme. Oh, sorry, no, that's in different languages. I think French and German there. Don't know what the other ones are, but anyway, there's a picture of it on the front there. I'm not sure what the equivalent model to this would have been in the USA, but they did do a Hoover WindTunnel in the USA with this clear type bag door, but I think it had a bag full indicator piston on the Hoover WindTunnel version, whereas this one doesn't. So I've waited a while for this because when I actually bought it on eBay I paid by e-check, which is basically an electronic check, so it takes about 5 to 7 days to clear. So I had to wait a week for the payment to clear, because I was that excited, I must have been, that I clicked the wrong buttons, but never mind. So, anyway, let's open this up here. It's apparently it's brand new in box, but we should, well, we'll hope so, but I don't see why it shouldn't have been. It's come off a collector, I believe. There we go. Oh yes, so here it is. I think, which way up is it? Yes, this is the way up it should be. So, first thing to come out the box is, oh god, a freezing cold handle. I think that's been in a warehouse for some time. So yes, I don't think there's any indication that this hasn't been out of the box before. I mean, it's brand new. So that's the handle, and that also houses the cleaning tools. It's got a little protective piece which stops the switch from moving. Why that is an important thing, I don't know, but anyway. Next thing to come out is the tools. So let's open this up and find out what we have in here. Whoops. Let's move the box over a little bit to make things easier to see. So yes, so the tools are in a sealed packet. Yes. I'll be if I had a pair of scissors that aren't knackered, like these seem to be. That'll do, I think. So we have, what do we have? We have an upholstery tool. It feels like it's been in a freezer, this. It's absolutely freezing. Really cold. I hope everything's alright. So there's an upholstery tool. It's very similar to the Hoover Elite tool. It's probably the same but a little bit smaller. I think the one that comes with my Hoover Elite's a bit bigger than this. But my Turbo Power 1 pan converter tool set has this sort of effect on the upholstery tool. So that's the upholstery nozzle. Have a spare belt, which is good. You have a, good god, a very, very, very short hose. But I'm sure that'll stretch. Yes, it's very stretchy. Couldn't say how long it is, but it's very stretchy anyway. We have two extension ones there. The hose caddy, I believe this is. We have a crevice tool. And we have a nut and, well, there's two, there's three nuts. Or are they bolts? No, they're nuts. Yeah, 3 nuts and you get 2 bolts. So I don't know why one of those is loose. Oh, there's a hole in the packet there. But you get 2 bolts and 3 nuts. Of course, we have the paper bag. So yes, it's very similar. In fact, I think it is the same length as a Turbo Power 2 bag. It's probably a lot wider. Yes, a lot more wider. Yes, a Turbo Power 2 bag's probably about that wide, but this has got an extra pleat. So yes, but the Turbo Power 2 bag should fit this. But that's the bag. Type Y those are, just a push fit, I believe. So the last thing to come out the little packaging bag here is the instruction manual, which I imagine is in different languages. Yes. Arabic, Dutch, probably all sorts. Chinese, I don't know. There's the manual. And we have a little warranty service thing there. Now there's no dusting brush, but I have seen another video. Ibasiak, I believe he's called. Well, his real name's Roger, obviously, but that's just his YouTube channel. I watched his unboxing of this same model, and the dusting brush was loose in the box on his one as well. So hopefully mine is. Yes, it's in the packaging up there. Don't know why they decided to do that, but anyway. Oh, it looks very nice, doesn't it? Oh, you do get a bag fitted already. That's good. So you get a bag fitted in the machine, and you get a spare one. So I have 8 bags altogether. So here's the protective packaging. I'll just dump that over there with the rest of the packaging. And let's see, let's tip this up right. Move it in the light of the window so you can see it well. There we are. Let's remove this top piece first. Whoops, whoopsie daisy. The dusting brush is just careered to the bottom of the box. So yes, good lord. It's quite flat, isn't it? I think that'll need soaking in hot water. Again, like the video that I saw of Roger's one, his dusting brush looked like this as well. So, you know, it must be the way that the polystyrene's moulded, the way it's been squished in there. So anyway, next thing, well, last thing to come out is the machine itself. So let's remove this piece of front packaging here and slide it out. So here it is being brought into the world. Hello, Mr. Maytag, or Mrs., whatever gender it is, I don't know. So here out comes the plug. And just like in the video, again, everything's sort of like identical to the unboxing that I saw. Some of the polystyrene has stuck to the plug. But never mind. Anyway, let's move all this packaging out the way. So I'll do that off camera and lay everything out and show you what we have. Okay, so here's everything that you receive in the box from the Maytag WindTunnel. So I've already gone through these parts, but I'll show you again. You get the 2 extension ones, the 3 cleaning tools, hose rack, spare belt, the hose, 2 bolts and 3 nuts, a spare bag with 1 fitted, the handle assembly, and the instruction manual. So, let's go put this together. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the packaging from the machine. So, oh god, that's quite sticky, isn't it? There we go. Stick that on something. There we go. It's our lovely, very nice, translucent colour. Just remove these side pieces here. Just hoping all these bits of tape don't leave residue behind. There we go. So, I think that's all the bits of packaging off. It's a bit dusty from being in the box. But the thing is, sorry about me jumbling my words up. First thing to assemble is the handle. So I will gently take off the packaging. Lovely and shiny new. There's a little scratch on there, you can see that. But things like that happen in the factory. Not an awful lot you can do about that. Just use the dusting brush here to get rid of these bits of polystyrene. I will soak this in hot water anyway to try and get those bristles flat again. Right, so there's the polystyrene off, and I believe we'll have to remove this little piece. There we go. Now the switch is in the off position. Because that's the actual switch. But this little slide thing on the handle is what operates that switch. There's a little rod down in there. So I'm just going to slot the handle. Hang on, just let me check before I do this that we don't have to put the tool rack on first. Let's have a look. So first thing we do, open tool cover on handle section, blah 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 blah. So it looks like we have to, well, let me remove this. We have to remove these bits of tape, of course. Carefully. Try not to break anything before I even turn it on. Right, so we need to open the tool compartment, and then take this, which is the tool rack, and slot that over the handle there, like that. And then this little slot thing there, sticking out, has to slot into that little piece there. So again, there's bits of polystyrene. So I'll just wipe that off before I go any further. I think that's it. There we go, and we need to make sure as we slide this on, that little protrusion sits in that slot. There, oh, that was easy enough. Check the switch works. Seems to. So while I've got this open, I might as well slot the cleaning tools in. So the upholstery nozzle goes at the front there, crevice tool in that side bit there, and dusting brush goes there, and that closes like that. It's easy enough. Well, that's a little blooper for the day, isn't it? Without trying to lift it with the handle, Alex, screw it on first. Well, I suppose you have to have a bit of comedy, don't you? So, again, try not to break anything. There we go. Right, this time I'll swizz it round. There we go. So the nuts go in there, like this. Swizzing it round again. You have to remove the back door to get to the bolts. So I'll screw those in place and then come back to you. Okay, so that's the nuts and bolts screwed in. So I can put the door back on for the bag. Make sure it's in properly. There we go. Next thing is to put the cord in place.